And a very good evening to you with the Saturday, June 9th edition of the CBC Evening News. I'm Ryan Broom in our top story. Opposition leader Bishop Joseph Atherley has named his second senator. She is 30-year-old economist Crystal Drakes. Bishop Atherley made the announcement at a press conference this morning.
She's 30 years old, so she represents indeed the voice of the youth and of the future, as I said. She holds a Bachelor of Science degree in economics and management. She's done areas of study in econometrics, international trade policy, and public finance. She also holds a Master of Philosophy degree in economics as well. She will serve as the second appointee as the independent voice of the opposition or alternative opinion in the Parliament of Barbados. She will also serve as my advisor in some respects on economic matters.
Now, Ms. Drake says she's looking forward to serving Barbados by providing an objective and critical eye to the proceedings in the upper house. Commenting on the challenging economic times ahead for the country, Ms. Drake says sacrifice will be key.
We will have to probably make some sacrifices, but I think that persons that have come before us in this country have made sacrifices to allow us to have the lifestyle and the standard of living that we currently have. And it would be a disservice as Barbadians not to make that same sacrifice for the future generations of this country.
Now, Ms. Drakes will be sworn in by Governor General Dame Sandra Mason on Monday afternoon. The St. Michael's Southeast community now has a fully functioning satellite emergency operations center right in time for the just started hurricane season. It was officially opened recently in Wilde St. Michael, representing the culmination of efforts spearheaded by the Pinelands Creative Workshop, the St. Michael's Southeast District Emergency Organization, and the Government of Canada since last year. Speaking during the launch, MP for the area and Minister of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, Santia Bradshaw, described the center as timely. She also views it as an opportunity for residents who want to contribute or volunteer their time or skills to the disaster planning process.
We are being told that this upcoming hurricane season is anticipated to be one of the worst, and therefore the timing of this opening of this particular satellite center, I believe, certainly assists the Disaster Emergency Organization in carrying out its works, but it sends a message to the wider community of St. Michael's Southeast, who no doubt recognize that there are a lot of issues in relation to their homes, in relation to their community that could be done to make it safer, that they certainly are privileged to have this particular facility right here in this community.
Meanwhile, Chair of the St. Michael's Southeast DEO and CEO of the Pinelands Creative Workshop, Sophia Graves Broom, believes the center will be a catalyst.
This is not the beginning nor the end of St. Michael's Southeast DEO. Our intentions, as we look at this in a broader sense for the organization, we have a responsibility to look at our colleagues in the region, having seen what they have gone through. We need to share the model that Pinelands have developed for our DEM and see how we can share this model so that the responses in terms of disaster could be timely, so families could be less stressed, and so people can be aware of what is going on so that the correct responses are applied to every scenario.
And Canada's High Commissioner to Barbados, Marie Legault, says they were happy to be a part of the project.
It was one of many proposals. I think we had received over 30 proposals, and what made this project so interesting and so valuable was the fact that this is all about community building, community resilience. And that's why we decided that it was something we wanted to support. And I think that the investment that Canada is making of about 100,000 Canadian dollars or 160, 70,000 Barbados dollars will be really well used here.
The celebrations are still continuing for victorious Barbados Labour Party candidates in the historic Thursday, May 24th general election, which ended in a landslide. Today was the turn of the new Speaker of the House of Assembly, Arthur Holder, as he led a large thank you motorcade throughout the constituency of St. Michael's Central. Scores of supporters participated in the motorcade, waving flags and showing off the signature red of the BLP. Pausing as the motorcade made its way through an area of Bank Hall, Mr. Holder says it's just their way of showing gratitude to the people.
This is a motorcade to thank the constituents of St. Michael Central for the overwhelming support that they showed me in 2018, and to show them that I am with them and will always be with them from now to 2023 and beyond. And this is just a small gesture on the part of St. Michael Central BLP family.
Well, we take a pause here, but we have more news after the break. Welcome back. Well, as Barbados focuses on the blue economy and environmental sustainability, the organizers of Dive Fest are working to ensure current and future generations become ambassadors for the ocean. Lorna Jones has more.
On Saturday mornings over the next 3 weeks, 100 lucky children will have the chance to learn more about the ocean. This through the Barbados Ocean Awareness Program, which is being offered by the organizers of Dive Fest. The children, ranging between ages 8 and 12, will learn about marine conservation, first aid, and swimming technique. Marine biologist and organizer of the Ocean Awareness Program, Andre Miller, says they hope participants will come away with a love and respect for the ocean.
The reason we're focusing on our children is because, as we know, they are the future, but these are the ones now that they need to go home and embarrass their parents to change. They're all learning about recycling. Every event we do for Dive Fest will be a recyclable event. We're using recyclable cups. We will not be using straws. And as you see, when we go into the ocean, every week these kids will progress. So some of these guppies, by the end of our 4 weeks, will be kayaking and paddleboarding. We want our children to know what our coral reefs are. Do not be afraid of the ocean. The sea does not need a back door.
And although the focus here is on the children, fellow marine biologist Nicholas Simpson, who is also assisting with the Ocean Awareness Program, says they want Barbadians of all ages to learn to swim.
So many Bajans cannot swim, kids and adults alike. We've actually had a lot of adults reach out to us and say, are you offering it for us as well? So hopefully next year we can get more sponsorship and we can add another 100 kids and maybe even add in some adults as well. There are a few swim schools working to change this along Carlisle Bay, Browns Beach, but we really need more of it. More schools need to be involved in learn to swim programs because we're surrounded by ocean.
The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association is one of many entities on board with the Ocean Awareness Program and Dive Fest. Chief Executive Officer Rudy Grant says the organization fully supports Dive Fest and wants it to be a staple on Barbados's activity calendar.
We believe it has significant potential as it relates to encouraging more divers to come to Barbados, and of course more visitors. When divers come, they don't necessarily come on their own. They do come with family and friends, and therefore we see this activity as one where we have the potential to grow our tourism numbers in the area of dive.
An additional 100 children will take part in the second leg of the Ocean Awareness Program, which runs from July 7th to 28th. Lorna Jones, CBC News.